What's going on, guys? This is Jordan back for Norfolk Gaming, and welcome to another top 5 video. And this week we are going to be starting off the new set of top 5s, you could say, because last week we did finish up all the potential future Mega Pokemon that I thought might happen of each generation. We finished that with Kalos last week, so we are of course going to be starting a new set of top 5s. And as you can already probably tell, this week we are going to be counting down my top 5 Dark type Pokemon. Dark is my favourite type, so I thought we'd start off with that, because of course we are going to be doing the type top 5s, yeah, starting with Dark type because it's amazing. So yeah, these are 100% opinionated. They're based on everything, like stats, design, everything like that, what I love about these Pokemon. And my top 5s may be a bit different to top 5s of types you've seen before, as mine are going to be, so they're not overlapping, as these top 5s are going to be either about pure Dark types or primary Dark types. So Pokemon that have, for this list, Pokemon that have the secondary Dark type are not going to be included, so there's no overlap. So Pokemon such as Tyranitar, Greninja and Drapion, who all have Dark as their secondary typing, are not going to be included in this list. Only Pokemon that have primary Dark type or pure Dark type are going to be included. So let me know what you think about that. I just don't want any overlap between my lists, because then you'll just get the same Pokemon in like 2 different lists, and that's kind of dumb. So anyway, let's get into it. In at number 5 we have Darkrai. Darkrai is one of the only legendary Dark type Pokemon, but I just love it. This spot was probably quite difficult to choose between, because it was a close one between probably Absol, Hydreigon, Sableye being in this spot, because there's just so many Dark types that I love, and I had to choose Darkrai out of it, because it's just like, it's evil, it's not brutal, but it's so like mysterious and fast, and it hits so hard, and it's like, it's creepy, but it's a creepy that I love. I'm not a fan of horror stuff, but if this thing was like in a horror film, then maybe I would watch it, but probably not still. But it like gets its own move, Dark Void, like no other Pokemon can learn that, and it's such a good move. I feel like it only has 80 accuracy, but half the time I see it get used, I'm pretty damn sure that it hits every time. I mean, the pitch black Pokemon himself here has to, when you're talking about Dark types, it has to be on this. So Darkrai is number 5 this week. In at number 4 is one of my favourite Pokemon. I know it's only number 4, so you must know that what's coming is going to be good, because at number 4 we have Zoroark. I love this thing. It's pretty much the better Ditto, competitive wise, because Ditto has to take a turn to transform. I know it gets I know that Ditto gets Zoroark's ability as its hidden ability, but it's Zoroark's ability, okay, and Zoroark's okay. But I know, and I mean, I don't mean better Ditto for breeding, obviously, but Zoroark is just so agile, so amazing. I just don't know. I love illusions myself, and this just boosts, like, illusions, optical illusions, and like special effects sort of thing. I love that, and this is like the Pokemon form of that, with all of it doing what it does. And I mean, like, it's got its own movie. That's like, come on. It's the only non-legendary Pokemon that doesn't have its own movie, so that's pretty damn impressive. I know there was Entei, Raikou and Suicune in that movie, but it was like, none of those Pokemon were in the name of the film. I know there's the Lucario film, but that's also got Mew in the title, so that doesn't count. This is the only Pokemon that has its own movie named after it, solely after it, that isn't a legendary, that is. So yeah, Zoroark is at number 4 this week. In at number 3 is another surprising Pokemon that I didn't expect myself to put here, but I just had to, because I just don't know. But anyway, Number 3 is Yveltal. Yveltal is so powerful. Look at those stats. Like, none of it is red. You go back to some of the other Pokemon that we've just had, and they've had some stats that are in the red, but none. I know it's an Uber, but come on. It's just so good. Like, the moment I saw it, I saw, like, Xerneas and Yveltal, like, announced. It was hands down, it was gonna be Yveltal for me any day. Like, Xerneas is cool and stuff, but no, just no. You don't stand a chance against Yveltal. Okay, type-wise maybe, but no, you don't. I mean, like, it's the bad guy in a film. Like, I know, like, a lot of, like, I don't know. I feel like it might be up there. I haven't seen all of that film with Yveltal and Xerneas and Diancie, I think, but what I have seen, Yveltal is such a badass in that, and I mean, again, it's got its own freaking move, Oblivion Wing. How cool does that sound? Like, Oblivion Wing. That's terrifying. It really is. I mean, and I would expect nothing less from a Pokemon that is known as the Destruction Pokemon. So, Yveltal is number 3 this week. In at number 2 is probably the cutest and most adorable Dark type ever, or at least on this list, definitely. Because at number 2 we have Umbreon. Umbreon is, of course, to me, and hopefully a lot of you, hopefully, the best evolution, hands down, in my opinion. The moment I saw it, it was just, no, don't care. I don't care about that Dragon type Eevee that you're going to release, or that Poison type Eevee, or the Eevee evolution that's a normal type still. I don't care. I don't care about that. Umbreon is my evolution, and it always will be. There's no denying that. Like, Gary has one. I know it's not blue, but Gary got one in the anime, and that was just like icing on the cake. It's like, come on. Like, Gary's like one of the best characters I thought it was one of the best characters in the anime, because watching it from the beginning as a kid, I I love it. Competitive wise as well, it's a stally tank, and that's just hilarious, because it's one of those Pokemon that, like, you hate coming up against, but the moment you're using it, you know that you're going to piss someone off because you've got it in your team. Just Wish, Protect, Toxic. You are not going to be liked by a few people. So, Umbreon is number 2 this week. Coming in at number 1. To some of you, this may have not been a surprise. Hopefully, it wasn't. But at number 1, we have Weavile. Weavile is, if you don't know, most of my favorite Pokemon are the evolutions from Gen 4 of, like, older Pokemon like Magmortar, Electivire, Gliscor. All those Pokemon are just amazing, and I love them to pieces. But Weavile is one of them that just stands out to me, because, I mean, like, Ice is one of my other favorite types. It's so amazing. I think Paul had one, and I think that it just screams badass to me, pretty much. I don't know why. Like, you can just imagine it just, like, sprinting past you because of how fast it is, hitting you so hard, and then just being in this pose, just like with whatever Pokemon it's battling behind it, just collapsing. Like, I love it. It's fast, hits hard. Its shiny may look like it's possibly been skinned, and that's not the best thing for a shiny, but, you know, yeah. But anyway, it doesn't. Not all shinies are great. That's just it. Like, not all shinies are great. So Weavile is going to be one of those Pokemon that's going to stay non-shiny for me. So, you know, but that is the top 5 this week, and Weavile comes out on top. So that's it. That was my top 5 Dark-type Pokemon. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Remember, these were primary and pure Dark types. You can include secondary types in your list. I don't mind, but I just feel like that's what I wanted to do. So let me know what you thought of these top 5s. I mean, I know there are bit slightly different. If you like any of the art and stuff, or the layout of stuff on screen, let me know if it looks all good and there's anything you want to see on there, and I will definitely add that for next week. But the most important thing, remember, there will be a straw poll in the description. From now on, there will be a straw poll in the description, or you can just comment it down below. Between ice and fire is what it's going to be this week for next week's top 5. So I had to do Ice and Fire to start off, because I mean, I love Game of Thrones, and Song of Ice and Fire it had to be done. So yeah, let me know, in either vote in the straw poll or comment down below which one you want to see, and that will be next week. So you have until probably Friday. Friday midday is probably when I will collect it all in and just be like, yeah, that's the one we're doing. So, you know. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Have a good day, guys. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.